everybody. How are you doing today? First of all, a big thank you from InspireBee and from myself to all those people who are watching my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. All of you are pressing that like button and the subscribe button. I'm extremely grateful to you. I hope all my YouTube videos are making adding some value to everyone around. Whoever is watching it. Look at it. I was actually thinking this morning that everything in life is all about how much value you can add to the others around you. It's like business. What's business all about? Business is a spiritual game. Business is about how do I add more value to others than anybody else. It's just about that. How much of value you can add, how can I do more for others. So all my YouTube channels, YouTube videos are indented with one primary goal, is that I should be able to add value to everyone who is watching these videos of mine. I'm going to talk about one extremely prime aspect of or a prime habit that you can actually utilize to make sure that your daily life is the way you really want it. It's about, when you are living in an environment filled with people around you, filled with relatives, family, friends, colleagues and business associates, or you're living in a very social environment, what do we do all the time? All the time, the one most important aspect of our life is that we keep communicating, we keep conversing. We are engaged in conversation. We are engaged in transactions between people. A lot of them are verbal transactions. A lot of them are action oriented. A lot of them are feelings oriented, isn't it? So predominantly our life is controlled by something called words. If you look around and if you watch, isn't there a pattern that's happening in your life where you're constantly in conversation either with others or with yourself? There's two things which are happening when you are either talking to somebody or you're talking to yourself. So in these two things, what is forming this talk or a conversation, whether it is an internal conversation or an external conversation? The base of all these conversations is something called words. So the words have got superpower. Now, how does the words originate in forms of verbal stuff or in forms of internal voice? That's essentially coming from the thoughts. The pattern of thoughts that you have. Let me not get into that, but I'm here to focus more on the words. If you watch your words, and if you watch all the words that are coming out of you or coming inside you, you will find an easy way to change your life. Your life can change drastically, radically, if you change the words that you use externally or internally. I've experienced it. If you need to, just write down three things. Write down three things or three incidents or three times in your life where you have used negative words. And how did that impact you? How did that affect you? If you have done that, then take another piece of paper and then write down how you could have actually changed the words that you used in those three instances and what kind of results it would have actually given you. It's an amazing experiment that you can do to yourself. If you have got about 5 minutes of time, take that 5 minutes time, pause my video, write down those three incidents or three times that you had actually used negative words. You were enraged, you were angry, you were upset, you're frustrated, and what kind of words came into you and what kind of words did you use at that time? and what kind of feelings that it gave you, and then think of what could have been the better words that you could have used in these circumstances or the situations, and what kind of probable feelings and probable responses, probable results that it could have given you. You do this exercise 5 to 10 minutes that you take, you will see tremendous changes that you can actually bring by changing something called your vocabulary. Now, the key thing that I wanted to talk about that can change your life if you practice this. If you practice this consciously every single day, your life will change. That's called transformational vocabulary. I need to give this credit to my guru, my teacher, my virtual teacher, Tony Robbins, whose course I'm actually doing it. Amazing. He talks about transformational vocabulary, and it really touched me. And if you practice this one on a daily basis, it can change. It can change your life. Let me take you that. What is transformational vocabulary? It is the words that you use. Words have power. Words have power. Words carry emotions. Let me talk about it. Words, every words that bring in, if you focus on those words, every words have got certain meaning. Now, these meanings that each word carries, each word that you speak carries, has got something called emotions. And these emotions create actions. It's not the intellect that creates an action. If you watch it very closely, you will know that you can actually justify anything in the world with emotions more than intellect. Because emotions have enormous power. Emotions have got enormous power. If you look at it, everything in this world has actually happened because of strong emotions. Emotions can start a war. Emotions can create fights between nations, countries. Emotions can create rebellions between political parties. Emotions can create emotions can create anything and everything that you can actually see. And emotions get you married. Emotions get you laid. Emotions can get you. Emotions bring children to the world. You can bring children into this world through emotions. Emotions have got that much of power. It's got tremendous power. If you have the right emotions, imagine how it would be. You are full of curiosity, full of passion, full of appreciation, full of gratitude, full of trust, full of happiness, full of joy. You look at it, that can create a different kind of a positive atmosphere, positive feeling in your life. Emotions can create wars, fights, feuds. At the same time, emotions can actually tell people, complete paradigm shift and say that, okay, let's sit down and then sort out the matters. It's a very peaceful, consultative manner of solving issues and problems. Emotions can bring peace. Emotions can, as strong as emotions can bring wars, it can also bring peace. So emotions have got tremendous amount of energy and power in it. Words has a great influence in the emotions. As I said, words have got meanings create emotions actually take you forward. It's the kind of power that moves you forward. It pushes you forward to take actions. So that's what emotions are all about. You watch anything and everything is driven by emotions. The stronger the emotions, the stronger the action. The stronger the result is, the better the result is. The results that you would want is actually propelled by emotions. And these emotions are actually, are meanings that are derived out of words. So vocabulary that you choose in your conversations has a great impact. Imagine, you're using the words, it's a pity, it's I'm enraged, I'm peeved, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm annoyed, I'm feeling rebel, I'm feeling, all these words have got negative connotations. You look at all these words and you look at your physiology, you can experience that, how your physiology, how your body changes, how the whole, the energy around you changes when you use these words. Instead, if you use the words like, I am successful, I find alternative options for the solutions, everything will be better very soon. I mean, things will get much better. And I can see light at the end of the tunnel. I can very clearly see what's happening around. I feel that, I mean, everything happens for greater good. Everything happens for a greater reason, and everything has a tremendous possibility of opportunities that can come out. I mean, look at the way you use the words. Your feeling changes, your emotions changes, your intensity of energy levels that is inside you changes the way the words are. The vocabulary that you use has got tremendous power. So it's like, it's words create, words actually create motion. I mean, the action that happens in the word, it's actually just tells you that it kind of, just give me a moment, let me just. So the emotions, it's like emotions are full of words. The words that you attach to experience actually become an experience by itself. So words that you attach to experiences become an experience. So any experiences that you have, the birthplace of any experience is the words that you have. So the vocabulary that you have, if it changes, you will see the changes happening. Now, if you need to have right vocabulary in your life, perhaps even your physiology needs to change. I mean, imagine, the physiology, if you change the physiology, you change your life. If you change your, if your body is more active, if body is more positive, your body language is much more positive, automatically even the words that comes out of you would be different. You focus on every single word that you speak in a day, and if you change the vocabulary of yours, it changes your life. Every single word that you speak, try to avoid, be conscious of the words like I can't do it, or I'm tired, I'm feeling a bit lazy, I'm pissed off with everybody, this person annoys me a lot, I'm annoyed, I'm disturbed, I'm feeling mentally tensed, and I feel a lot of fear. These kind of words, these words carry a lot of energy. These words are not physical, or are they physical? I'm not sure. The words are voices. These are certain forms of it's kind of a voice which is coming out. It's kind of a noise which is coming out, and these noise has vibrations. And this noise actually carries positive vibrations and negative vibrations. When you say happy and when you say sad, there are two different vibrations. When you say the word happy, you can just look at your body, look at your physiology. When you say I am happy, you see what's happening into your body. You feel that you feel a very positive energy. That's all what I can actually term it as. But when you say I am sad, the cells in your body has already taken it saying that you are sad. Or if I need to just use the law of attraction, which which is a very passionate subject for me. If whatever you say, whatever you are, you get whatever you are. If you are happy, you get happy things. If you are sad, you invite all the sad things to your life. So it works. The universe works such wonderfully well based on who you are and what you are. Not who you are, actually what you are. So transformational vocabulary has a great impact on the way your life is. It's called transformational vocabulary. So if you focus your vocabulary every single day, and if you change your vocabulary to more positive, consciously change it. You see a lot of people, the other day I was actually talking to a friend of mine. He was talking to me about a friend of his who seemed to be in a well-off job, but every time when you speak to that person, How's your work? How's your life? Oh, I'm just pulling on, just going on. Not very happy, but it's just somehow I'm actually carrying on. I'm just passing my time. I'm just you see the sentences, the words, the voice, the energy, everything that what you just heard has got so much of negative connotations, negative energy. And the last thing that I heard was that he lost the job. Well, if you invited it, you asked for it, you just made that it come to you. I mean, without you knowing about it, because your vocabulary was that. Now, more than the words that you speak externally, there's a lot of words that you speak internally. You know, of course, your internal feelings is something which comes out as an external words, because they say that the words that you speak create certain feelings, and these feelings create this constant flow of feelings create certain habits, and these habits create behaviors, and behaviors create characters and attitudes, and these attitudes and characters create destiny for you. It's very clear. So everything originates from thoughts to words and actions, and words and actions to feelings, and feelings to behavior, and behavior to character and character and attitude to your destiny. And then your destiny creates further it continues, the cycle continues, it creates another set of thoughts, and then the whole cycle runs. So words in this entire cycle has got tremendous power, more than the external words that you use. What do you talk to yourself? Are you a person who's living in self-pity? Are you a person who's living in depression? Listen, life throws a lot of things to you. Life is happening around you. Life is not happening to you. I mean, life is not happening. I mean, it's happening around you. And how you respond to what is happening around you determines your life. Life is happening around you. Everything is happening around you. How you respond to it determines your life. So how do you respond to it? How do you respond to it is your thoughts to it. How do you attach your feelings to it? And how do you convert that feelings into the words inside? And how does that word sound? Is that negative word? Is that a very drowning kind of a word, or is that a word which has got lots of positive energy? If you understand the difference between words that carry positive energy and words carry that negative energy, your life will transform. All of us have gone through various situations in our life. I mean, I've gone through tremendous situations in life, both positive and negatives, and perhaps more negative than anybody can imagine. And when I look back and when I start thinking about it, every time when you have, things like, when you have a breakup in relationship, or when you go through a very toxic environment or toxic relationship, you are a human being. You are a human. You tend to have you tend to be very negative. You tend to have vocabulary coming into your mouth, out of your mouth, which are very poisonous, very toxic words. At the end, more than it kind of affects the party that you are at it. It's affect you more than the other party. I mean, that's the worst thing that the words can actually give it to you. I mean, the energy that the words carry, and if it's so negative, toxic, it affects you more than it affects the other party. And every time when you use, you need to remember that when you use certain negative vocabulary in your life, what happens is that the other party wins. Who is the one who's a loser? The loser is the person who is actually generating these negative words. You lose and the other party wins. Because if you get into an argument with somebody, it's the other party who wins and not you. Remember this. So You will not even get into an argument if your vocabulary is very transformative in nature, if your vocabulary is very positive in nature. I end my video by saying that start practicing your vocabulary consciousness. Be conscious about your vocabulary every single day. See how the life changes to you. The life can transform tremendously. Tremendously. Transformational vocabulary is the key for changing your life. Thank you so much. If you liked my video, please don't forget to press the like button and also the subscribe button, and please leave your valuable comments about this video. How did you like this video? I would love to hear from you, and so that I can actually put more and more of my thoughts and my learnings and share it to everybody. Value addition makes a lot of difference. Let's add value to each other through our learnings to change the way we live our life, the finite life that we have here on this planet. Thank you so much, and stay focused and stay motivated, stay fabulous all the time, and stay inspired. Thank you very much. Signing off, Inspire B. Thank you.